Okay, so I'm in my kitchen and I have my computer on the bench top here with me. I don't really like that because I've got water, I've got the stove, etc. But I'm going to do this mandatory practical, the effect of surface area to volume ratio on cell size. Now, in terms of this, I have already prepared all of this, so I can fast forward to here, and I've collected all my gear. So I've got my logbook here, I've got potatoes, I've got heaps of potatoes. I've also measured my potato to make sure that it's at least 3 by 3, because that's the biggest potato size I need, and I'm going to only boil one potato now. I've got a thing so I can video stuff. That's cheap to come by those, just buy that in a second-hand store. I've got 50 milliliters of food coloring. That cost me about $1.20. I can't remember how much the potatoes cost. I decided to use glass for my measuring beaker because dye will stain plastic, and that's also why I ended up not using that container. I didn't think it was going to be deep enough, and I've got this little glass thing that I'm going to use to put my 3 cubes in. I measured to see that they're all going to fit. On the table I've got some paper to stop things from staining my desk. I've got some paper towel in case I need it. I have a texter because I actually like to write stuff on this paper, this butcher paper, as I go, and I will tear that out and stick it in my logbook. But I also have my pencil and my things ready for my recording of my information. So I've boiled water in the kettle, and then I have put it into, I hope this fits, yep. And now I have a timer. Now it says in the instructions you need to boil the potato for 10 minutes. Now I find it easier to use a timer that counts down rather than up, because it will beep quite loudly once I'm ready to come and take the potato out. Once that's done, so let me just check if I've got everything. I've got my potatoes, I've got my food coloring, I've measured out 200 milliliters of water into a beaker. I've got a saucepan. Okay, I used a pot. Spoon, I don't have a spoon. I've got the ruler, I've got some paper towel, the timer. I haven't got the cutting board and knife ready yet. But I'm boiling the potato now for 10 minutes, and then I have to wait for it to cool, which could take some time. So I'm not going to get back to this for a couple hours once that 10 minutes is up. Once that's done, I will follow these instructions here to cut the potato to the right size, and that's got to go into the food coloring for 10 minutes, and then I can measure how far it's traveled.